the pain I give until you drown. Take your medicine, choke on your words with something better. Your face tied up in a permanent frown. I hope you're happy with yourself, so watch the pieces shatter. If we reach the shore, you'll ask for something more. We're not sailing now, this ship is sinking down. Thanks for nothing at all. Pain calls when you suffer like me. Truth hurts, but honestly, I hope you suffer like me. I hate the way that you pull me under. Think you're moving on to something more where you learn your lesson. Your head filled up with entitled wonder. You'll give up everything you're hoping 'cause you're good for nothing. If we reach the shore, you'll ask for something more. We're not sailing now, this ship is sinking down. Thanks for nothing at all. Pain calls when you suffer like me. Truth hurts, but honestly, I hope you suffer like me. Thanks for nothing at all. Pain calls when you suffer like me. Truth hurts, but honestly, I hope you suffer like me.
What is good? 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 What is up? Woo! Good afternoon, fandoms. Good afternoon, everyone. It is me, Spectacular Pooh here. Nice to see everybody here. Hello, Ducky. I'm happy to see that you're here. Welcome. You said Tiamat was keeping me up last night, so I'm still super tired. I get it, but I'm happy. It's been great so far. Choco, what is up with you? Good afternoon with you. Waiting on an update from Ark. Oh man, while you're waiting on an update from Ark, I know we was just on Destiny just last week. You're definitely gonna want to pay attention to this. Um, Anybody that's a fan of Destiny, you're gonna want to tune in to what I have to talk about. If you guys have not looked at the trailer, if you guys have not been paying attention to what has been going on, I will go ahead and hit you guys with it today. First off, to introduce who I am, people. I'm Spectacular Pooh. I'm a variety streamer. I play a wide list of games, action games, sports games, racing games, all of the like. I play those kind of games and I enjoy them. My community named the Phantoms. I'm the leader of the Phantoms. We enjoy the same kind of games. Well, if not the same kind of games, we enjoy a difference of games, a variety of games. You know, we enjoy them as a community. We enjoy them as a group, and we interact, and we enjoy one another's content. I hope all of you guys have been, you know, doing well. Keep yourself safe. You know, continue having to wear a mask. I know right now we just got word recently that the filter, whatever it is, thing, that pretty much just got confirmed by the FDA. So, you know, right now you got two things that involve the vaccines. Two of them are confirmed. So please, if you can, go out, get vaccinated. If not, please do wear a mask. Please stay 6 feet away from people. Continue to do that. I think we're gonna be in this pandemic for a while, so still keep yourself safe. But I'm happy to hear everyone has been well. I'm happy to hear everyone has been doing great. So today, we have some things to get down with the lightning round. So for anyone that does not know how I do lightning round, this is my own little talk show where I sit back and I talk about the things that has been going on in the world, any things that's been coming up on my mind or from anyone else's mind that they want to pass on to me that I want to talk about. We sit down, we chat about it, whether it be gaming, whether it be sports, whether it be some kind of news that affect all of us around the world. I will do the best I can to my ability to talk about it. And we also talk about it. We enjoy it. We give feedback with one another. There could be some feedback that you could give that I wouldn't know about, or there could be some feedback that I could give that you wouldn't know about. That's the point of us having to do stuff like this. So today we have some things to cover. First off, we need to talk about wrestling. Anybody that's not a fan of wrestling, that's fine. But I need to talk about this in particular with wrestling, where the wrestling fans, they won this week. Wrestling fans won this week. I should say this weekend. Out of everything that has been happening, they won this week. A lot of things that we didn't expect to get, we got. So we gotta talk about that with wrestling fans. They won this week. We gotta talk about Destiny 2. Now I might cover Destiny 2 first off of that trailer I just saw. I'm gonna reveal that trailer to you guys for anyone that had not seen it, because it is pretty fucking insane with what they have announced with this trailer with Destiny 2. So again, for any Destiny 2 fans that have not seen it, I will be showing it right here on the lightning round. When you talk about that, when you talk about networking, I'm gonna bring up, what are easier ways for you to network as a streamer, or better yet, as a viewer? Because you might want to check out some more streamers, yourself, whether it be from here on Trovo, whether it be on Twitch, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be whatever you want to be at. I want to talk about what ways do you believe that, people can network and, vibe with one another as a community. So that's going to be another thing I want to talk about. And of course, last but not least, is being strict on your money. What are ways that you can restrict yourself for for your credit card or your debit card? You're trying to save up stuff. So what are ways that you can save up your money spending? So we're gonna talk about that a little later today too. So first and foremost, honestly, because of the hype surrounding it right now, I'm gonna talk about Destiny 2 first. I feel like I need to talk about this first. So, for anyone that has not seen the Destiny 2 trailer, I'm about to put up the Destiny 2 trailer right now, and you guys can enjoy it for yourself. You can see what's going to be going on with it. Also, there's more that I am going to reveal within that Destiny trailer. Hold on for a minute. Right after the Destiny trailer, I'll reveal more to it. Let me hold up and pull that up as a link too, so then that way I'll be able to link it to you when it's all said and done. Honestly, we could watch it from there, but no, never mind, we can't. All right, so let me get this pulled up right now, because I'm not gonna waste time. You're not gonna waste time. We're not gonna waste any time. All right, so let's check out the Destiny 2 trailer. Let's see what happened in Destiny 2. With this little gameplay trailer they got here.
Savathun, the Witch Queen. Hive god of cunning and lies. After the death of her brother Oryx, Savathun went into hiding. Not out of fear, of course, but out of strategy. In her greatest trick yet, stealing our most sacred resource. The one thing we thought she could never touch. The light.
That's only one part of the Destiny trailer. So I'm going to ask you guys real quick. That's only the gameplay trailer. So real quick, I'm going to ask you guys. What did you take out of that trailer? What did you see out of that trailer? Now, if you can get an idea of what you saw out of that trailer. Yeah, Choco, that's one thing. That is confirmed. There will be a glaive weapon in this game. Now, Choco, I wanted to tell you this. To be honest, Choco. I know you're not a fan of shooters and everything. I understand you're not a fan of shooters. But the minute I saw the glaive weapon, I'm like, I need to tell Choco. With the amount of fun she has with glaive in Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter in general, when it was announced in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, I'm like, oh my god, a glaive weapon in Destiny? Let's fucking go. I was throwing Destiny 2 updates all morning. Oh shit! All I can say is this. The fact that there is a glaive weapon in this game. Oh, Ducky, you love glaive. Oh, okay. Hey, we got glaive users out here. Because they had a live stream. Oh, okay. I use it in D&D all the time. Nice, nice. I love the glaive in general. Nice. Oh, Ducky, you see, this is why I mentioned you would love Monster Hunter. There is an insect glaive in Monster Hunter. So take that for what it is, and you get to fly around and have some fun with it. So yeah, there you go. That's the insect glaive for you. Now you also get to have a kinsect for a companion that'll help you out. You know, to give you buffs. So yeah, I have a feeling you will love the insect glaive in Monster Hunter World. But yeah, that's what that is. That is the that's one part. That's one part of the trailer that you watched. Let's head back, right? This is gonna be fucking scary. Demonic, what's good? Welcome. We're doing our lightning round talk show. How you doing, man? We're doing our lightning round talk show. So how you been? I hope everything has been great with you, man. I'm so happy with what's going on with you. You know, you having to rebuild your house and everything. I'm very, very happy for you, man. Keep up the great work. But right now we're covering what's going on in Destiny 2. I need to talk about this for a minute, right? So, this is what I want to talk about. You just went on a bike ride. Nice, nice. I'll link the link I DM you was the anti-cheat they're getting. I just installed that anti-cheat. I'm gonna get to that too. I'm gonna talk about it as well. But I want to talk about this first. So, the one thing we just saw is the Hive having ghosts. The Hive having light powers. The light powers that, of course, we use as guardians to take out enemies, such as, you know, the Hive originally, the Hive, the Vex, the Cabal. That stuff we use to take out these enemies, and the Hive has now taken control of these abilities. That's fucking scary. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Motherfuckers having shield abilities. Motherfuckers having thunder abilities. Motherfuckers having... What? Bro, this is scary. This is some scary shit. Look at him. Hive having hunter abilities. Like, what? Yo. Bro. Y'all can't tell me this shit does not ramp up the ante with Destiny 2. I cannot wait for this expansion to release. Now, you guys already know with how expansions are done in Destiny, they usually release at $40. So, if you guys want the expansion, you just save up a little cash until we order to grab it. So, Beyond Light, if you remember, Beyond Light was like $40. They may drop it now. They may drop the Beyond Light expansion because of this one coming out, just to get you hooked into it. But to let you know, when something like this new that comes out, they usually drop it at $40. So prepare yourself to spend a little bit of cash. So I can't wait. I cannot wait for this to come out. This is only part one of why I want to talk about this. There's more that we have not seen with this. So I'm going to show you the cinematic reveal, so that way you'll see what's going to be going on with this. So we got Hive using the light. We got Hive using the light, and we have a glaive weapon that is introduced. And we could crush their light too, which is pretty fucking cool. But watch more of this here.
Truth is a funny thing. Does it live in the world or in the mind? Is it constant? Or can it be bent? Who decides what is true? In this universe of light and dark, there is no greater power. Tell me, little lights. What is your truth now?
That trailer was absolutely fucking insane. Now, I don't know if that swamp area that we saw in the trailer is going to be part of the game, but I really hope it is. That would be a crazy area for us to fight in. Now, I can't say that for sure because they usually release trailers like that before, where you're in specific where you're, you know, it looked like you would be in a specific location, but you know, they don't really release it like that. I gotta tell you, that would be fucking nutty if we get to fight in the swamp. I don't know about you guys. Zabathun, if you guys don't know, in Monster Hunter lore, in Destiny lore, Zabathun is Crota's sister. So, in Destiny 1, we killed Crota. The Taken King. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm sorry. Crota was like the son of Oryx or some shit like that, or the king of Oryx. Well, whatever it is. This is what I do know. When we killed Crota, we didn't think Crota would have a sibling. Turns out that sibling wasn't hiding to strategically fuck us up to get revenge on us killing Crota. So we get to take out the sinister sister out of all this, and this is gonna be a fun ass time. I cannot wait to see how she's gonna be when we fight her. Now she's likely gonna be a raid boss. I can't see an enemy this fucking fearsome not be a raid boss. This might potentially top the Taken King back in Destiny 1, and I cannot wait for that to come out. Now, one other thing, if you guys was paying attention, the most overpowered weapon in Destiny makes a return. The Gjallarhorn is back in Destiny. I don't think I should be able to stress this enough how overpowered the Gjallarhorn was. Now let me go ahead and hit you guys with a little bit of a story. When Destiny 1 came out, this weapon came out on the second week of Destiny because Xur sold it on the second week on every Friday. On the second week of that Friday. The first week, he sold the Red Death. The Red Death was a pulse rifle that would kill you upon healing. Like when you get a kill, you heal. The second week, this weapon came out. Was that the weapon they kept talking? Yeah. This was the weapon, Choco. This was the weapon. This weapon practically broke Destiny for a full year. Let me put it like this in Honkai terms. This weapon was literally the Heresher of Thunder throughout a whole year. This weapon was literally the Heresher of Reason throughout a whole year. This weapon was literally the Halo 2 battle rifle throughout a whole year. This weapon was so nutty that if you did not have this when you were doing the Vault of Glass raid, and this was fucked up too, but they did it anyway because they really wanted these people that have this weapon. They really wanted people to have this weapon in raids. If you did not have this weapon in the raid, you would get kicked out of raids. Yes, Choco, that's how overpowered the Gjallarhorn was throughout that full year. And people have been requesting for this weapon to come back for so fucking long. I've requested this weapon to come back since Destiny 2 started. And now they're finally bringing it back as a 30th anniversary pack. Now, here's the thing. Y'all know I'm not too thrilled at having a weapon become a pay-to-win kind of thing. I don't like weapons like this becoming pay-to-win. Because, first off, I have no idea if they're ever going to bring this weapon out of hiding for everyone to get. Now, what I say buy it, it's up to you. I don't like the fact that they're doing this, but I will say this. If you decide to buy this, you automatically have potentially the best PvE weapon in the game. Regardless if it's nerfed. It's still the best PvE weapon in the game. Because you know they're not going to fuck it up entirely. Now, if you want a link to where you can get it, this is the link to where you can get it. I will put this link down inside the comment section so that way you guys can take a shot at it. You guys can get it for yourself. Now, you look at it, it's pretty... honestly, this is actually as cheap as I thought it was going to be. I thought for you to get the Bungie 30th anniversary pack, I thought this was going to be $40. I really thought this was going to be $40. So the fact that this is coming out in December 7th, and you get to pre-order it now for $25, I'm going to be honest with you, that's not bad. So, I have time to get this. I'm not going to grab it right now. I have no, because here's the deal. Ducky, I'm going to focus on you first next month. I'm going to get you Monster Hunter World Iceborne next month. That's my first plan. Now, I do know there is the Trovo payout, and I'm getting extremely close to the Trovo payout. If I get the Trovo payout, I will pre-order the Bungie 30th Anniversary Pack. I will do that. So, other than that, I can't wait for this to come out. This was the one thing that stuck out on my mind when I saw that cinematic trailer was, oh my fucking god, they've actually done it. They've actually brought back the Gjallarhorn. I cannot wait. This is not even talking about right now where I haven't even gotten into the crossplay yet. So let's get to that real quick. Right now on Destiny 2, whether you are on PlayStation, whether you are on Xbox, whether you are on PC, you can now officially play Destiny 2 with everybody. And you don't need to worry about transferring DLC. Well, you do need to worry about transferring DLC because, say if you wanted to get it through PC, but you got it on PS4, but you're playing it on PS4, you sadly still will have to buy it through those stores. I will say that does kind of suck. You have to buy it through those stores, but at the same time, you can play Destiny 2 officially with anybody. We now can cross off another game to where you can finally do crossplay with everyone. I'm going to say this right here. My crossplay dreams will be complete if they add Monster Hunter for crossplay. Monster Hunter Rise needs to cross off that list so then that way you can do crossplay with everyone between the PC version of the game and of course the Switch version of the game. They need to be able to do that, and I hope that can happen. Monster Hunter is the one dream on my list and probably every Monster Hunter fan's list to where you can sit up there and do crossplay. Yes, Rise and Stories 2, if it's at all possible, they need to do it. They need to do it. There's no reason for them not to do it. They need to do it. Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Monster Hunter World. I don't know if they're too late for World, but we need crossplay with these games. So, for Destiny to have crossplay, for me, that's a big deal. Considering Destiny 2 has been around for years, and everybody has been clamoring for crossplay with this game for so long. So right now, as we speak, you guys can hop on Destiny 2. You will be on a wait list. I will tell you that right now because everyone has been very hyped for this. There has been a wait list for this. So keep that in mind as you are logging into Destiny 2. You will be doing a little bit of, you will be in the queue. So there you go. There's the again, if you guys have not seen the if you guys have not gotten the Bungie Anniversary Pack, it is right there for you. I will send it out one more time for you to go ahead and grab for yourself. That's the Anniversary Pack. Grab it for yourself when you have time. I don't know how long the Anniversary Pack is gonna be around, so I'd recommend this right now. If you see yourself playing Destiny 2 long term, grab this pack because you potentially get the best exotic in the game, especially for PvE. Not for PvP, but you get it for PvE. Now, do I like PvE weapons such as this becoming pay to win? Absolutely not. But at the same time, I very much doubt that Destiny is gonna sit up there and be like, oh, well, let me go ahead and have another pay-to-win weapon available for you. No, I think this might be the only pay-to-win weapon that they might hit you with. Now, I hope they don't keep this up. I hope this doesn't continue. But I'm very fucking happy to see that the Gjallarhorn is back, and I cannot wait for the expansion pass that'll come out in February. So let me tell y'all guys, y'all got time. This comes out in December. The expansion comes out in February. So you can get this while you're still on the current expansion, which is the Beyond Light expansion. So there you go. One last thing I want to talk about with Destiny, and that's the exotics. So for you guys that don't know, this week at Bungie, I believe that happened last week. Let me go ahead and hit you with this. I'm gonna see if I can hit you with this. Here it is right here. There's gonna be 15 weapon changes for the
another week.
Yeah, it's gonna be 15 weapon changes. So we're gonna go to Aztec Cross. He's one of the best Destiny YouTubers that I know. I absolutely love watching this guy's content when it goes to keeping yourself updated when it goes to Destiny. So we're gonna go ahead and look at his video. This is a pretty long ass video, so I might not be able to go ahead and get to everything, but I will get to one particular thing, and that is the exotics, if at all possible. Yeah, it's going to be the exotics right here. So, Anarchy, Fighting Lion, Vex Class, Jotun, Sweet Business, all of these weapons right here, he's going to cover, and those are the ones I'm going to highlight for you. The rest of them, if you want to take a look at this week at Bungie for that, I can see if I can find the link for you. So then that way we can go ahead and check it out. If not, so that we can read it. If not, I will just link you to his video and you can listen to everything he has to say. So let's take a look at it from there.
They will go over all of that, starting with Anarchy. The Anarchy exotic grenade launcher has been dominant for years now. We're ignoring the season, with sweet grenade launcher artifact mods, of course, being near mandatory for certain raid bosses, combined with double slug shotguns, as well as excelling as a solo weapon and for ad clears in some encounters. We like that it's a great choice for hard solo content and trapping enemy spawn choke points, but don't want it to remain part of a dominant tactic for boss damage, and particularly don't want it to be great for boss damage.
I'm going to cover Anarchy when this video is over.
With this
I'm
change,
about that in
we
a minute
expect it
because
to
it's
remain
happened with me a
strong
couple
without
times.
being borderline usable as a primary weapon. Alrighty, let's see how bad it is. First, we'll reduce the total reserve and magazine ammunition from 26 to 16. Oh, okay, that's quite a drop. We also reduce damage by 30% versus bosses. Now, it does state right here, champions are not bosses, but Jesus, 30%? I hope you're wearing black today, because we're witnessing Anarchy's funeral. I don't know, will I still use Anarchy? Dude, I'm not even that big of a fan of it against champions, simply because it doesn't do immediate amounts of damage. I mean, it's not bad, but the huge reason why we used Anarchy before is because the sheer amount of ammo you could carry. That's been nerfed, and now the boss damage has been nerfed. That's a whopping amount of damage being taken off by 30%. I don't know, we'll just have to see. Moving on to Xenophage. Xenophage was already top notch, so didn't need to benefit from the global machine gun buff. No! It does benefit from the damage per bullet buff to machine guns, but now has a slower rate of fire to compensate, resulting in slightly lower damage per second, but higher burst damage and sustained damage since it's now more ammo efficient. So first, we reduce the rate of fire from 120 to 90 rounds per minute.
That's
receive less
massive.
of the machine gun
I'll
PvE
explain that in
damage
a bit.
buff. Don't like that. Fighting Lion has always been fun, but not dominant inside of PvE. So we weren't worried about the impact infinite ammo would have there. However, enabling fast, unlimited grenade spamming was too much in PvP based on internal playtests. So we've addressed that specific case without significantly impacting its feel inside of PvE. Fighting Lion, reserve ammo has been increased from a lot to infinite. Received the same changes as other breach grenade launchers. Reduced base reload stat to 0. Breach grenade launchers with 0 reload stat reload very, very slowly. Now increase reload speed to its previous level on damaging multiple enemies with 1 grenade. We'll be keeping an eye on this, but believe it is in a good place with this change, and note that we're not going to over nerf an exotic with its own subreddit. You should be manually reloading Fighting Lion anyway. Wait, am I missing something? Was Fighting Lion meta? Am I just now understanding this? Vex Mythoclast. We were cautious with tuning this one at launch.
I just
knowing
got it.
that shipping a dominant weapon that has incredible low ownership would break PvP, and aim for a balance, but erring on the side of not letting it ship too strong. However, it fell short of balance. Ownership is much higher now, and we want it to be strong enough to be desirable reward sword from Vault of Glass. So PvE damage bonus has now been increased by 40%. Range stat increased to be near best in class for high impact auto rifles. Really? So they actually went the other route. They're increasing the range stat, increase the stability stat, rework the catalyst to grant stability and damage after a kill, increase rate of fire from 360 to 390, also reduce linear fusion rifle mode charge time from 820 to 533, same as a standard linear fusion rifles, no longer loses overcharge stacks on stow except when in linear fusion rifle mode. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. It's about to be a Vex Mythic class meta. I'm telling you, it's about to shred. And considering we have artifact mods coming next season for both linear fusion rifles and fusion rifles, which I honestly think fusion rifles would just cover this on both modes. Regardless, I hope you have your Vex Mythic class catalyst, because it's about to be nasty. Moving on to Mercy.
I'm going to pause the video. Now, y'all know, if any of you guys have been here, you know, I worked my ass off every Tuesday to get the Vex Mytho class. Y'all know that, right? Choco, you definitely know that. You were here when I literally popped off getting the Vex. This is why I got the Vex. Because I knew sooner or later that weapon was going to get a buff. I knew that weapon was going to get buffed. Considering how underwhelming it is, not only in PvP but PvE, you knew that if you got the weapon now, they were going to buff it later on in the future. Thank you, God. I'm so happy they finally feels like they buffed it. I'm very happy they did that. You say you just watched new Destiny stuff was like a little nothing for me? Oh, that's interesting, Marasa. You not too thrilled about it? Can you explain why? Now, I will say this, which is also pretty damn crazy for me. Now, the Xenophage, y'all know I just picked, for you guys that don't know, I just recently picked up the Xenophage. Now, I'm going to say this, having it drop from 120 to 90, that may or may not hurt the weapon. I'm not too sure, but it kind of feels like another nerf. That's how this feels. The gameplay trailer is another cinematic trailer. Right, I will say this, but I will say which is very interesting into it is you literally have hive enemies using our light abilities, which is pretty damn insane. So I can't wait to see how that's gonna go when we fight the new enemies. Doesn't showcase me new stuff aside from new melee weapon and same mission enemies. That I will say is kind of true. But I feel like the true challenge for me right now is to see how these enemies are gonna do or use our light abilities against us. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see what to look forward to with that. But to continue on with the Xenophage, it's practically been a weapon that we know that is gonna be good for raid situations, such as with the final boss, to where every fire we make, it does high damage. So I'm not too iffy on it, but I understand why they did what they did, because they don't want it to be a main raid boss weapon all the time. You know, they want you to having to switch it up here and there. Be like, alright, it's good, it's there for you. You know, if you have it, use it. But you know, they're not gonna make it a mainstay for a boss weapon. So I'm quite okay about that. Anarchy. Now I'm gonna say this now. Remember when I talked about how the Gjallarhorn was the most overpowered weapon in Destiny, where practically, basically people would sit up there and they would say if you don't have the weapon, they would practically kick you out. The Anarchy for me felt like it was trending on that level. When anytime I would get into a Vault of Glass raid, people would tell me, oh, do you have the Anarchy? Do you have the Anarchy? I'd be like, no, I don't have the Anarchy. I don't want to get the Anarchy. That's how that felt with me. So to see that they're finally taking the time to sit up there and nerf the Anarchy, I'm like, okay, thank you. What took y'all so long? This weapon practically ran through Destiny raids for like 3 years. And they have not bothered to nerf it until now. So, thank you. The fact that you practically nerf its ammo from 26 to 16, that may be a big deal. This magazine ammunition from 26 to 16, yeah, that's a big deal. So, yeah, thank you for finally sitting up there and doing that, because it felt like it was approaching Gjallarhorn level of annoying, where people would tell you, oh, do you have this weapon or not, and it was on that level. So, Fighting Lion, is it weird that I don't care so much for the Fighting Lion right now, and I kind of still don't care about it? Now, I don't mind if it's changed to Infinite. I don't care about all that. I just hope that, like, we will see later on. I don't know how I feel about this update with Fighting Lion. I feel like it's like this. I would have to get into the game to see how it'll feel with these changes, instead of just me having to read it all, because I'm in a very spot with it. There's Merciless, there's Jotun. I wanna go and highlight Jotun for a bit too, because Jotun's been one of the main weapons I loved having to use for a while, and I wasn't too thrilled with how it wasn't all that good. So I want to see him talk about this.
Well, even with 2 rounds. We'll see, though. Because of how the charge time stat works with fusion rifle changes, we made a small change to avoid breaking this weapon. In playtesting, it makes almost no difference, but if I didn't mention it, someone would notice. So we reduced the charge time from 0.82 to 0.78. We also slightly reduced the damage per shot. Wow! Jotun's actually getting, well, kind of a buff with that charge time, but it's getting a nerf, and it's probably going hand in hand with the reduction in charge time correlating with the drop there in damage. Now, Bastion feels very strong.
I will get to your comments, Marasa. I've not been
so
ignoring
we're
you.
preemptively adjusting it in PvP.
I
It
just
also
wanna
has
get this out
super
the way
low
first.
usage in PvE, so we're buffing it there too. Reduced damage by 15%, can now not quite kill a Guardian with 1 shot and the 3 burst shot burst it fires. Ah, okay, I got you. I don't know. I mean, that's still a nerf, guys. But man, it was doing so much damage before. You can literally kill 3 Guardians in a single burst due to that 3-round volley. Increased spread angle by 10%. Okay, that actually might make a difference. Increased PvE damage by 25%. Notes, so overall around a 10% increase in PvE. Okay, never mind then. So just a 10% buff. All right, sweet business.
Sweet business I've been wanting to get into.
Refilling the magazine when picking up primary no longer works in a role without primary ammo, so it's been adjusted. Now refills magazine on picking up special and heavy ammo instead of primary. Wow, man, let me just tell you.
I'm gonna say this right now. If you guys have the Sweet Business auto rifle that's practically a fucking minigun, that is big news. Because right now, with this whole weird infinite primary ammo thing going about, that's fucking cool. So, refilling a magazine when picking up primary no longer works in the world without it. So, okay, I'm with it. Get to pick up special and heavy ammo. I'm all with it. Let me see what Miraz had to say here. You said it doesn't showcase me new stuff aside from new melee weapon and same-ish enemies. Like, if they showcase the new biome, what is that? The new biome, then now I'd be stoked to load it up again and how to traverse. Now, I will say this. I wish they still had this even now with Destiny, to where you could really use your ship for something, because I'm tired of having to get these exotic ships and they don't actually mean a damn thing. So I would love to be able to sit up there and go across the world, travel the world, actually take command of your ship and go around and travel and shit. You know what I'm saying? That is what I would want to do with having a Destiny ship. So for them to kind of miss that opportunity not once but twice kind of gets me. To where you see it in Star Fox Assault. To where you see it in Ratchet and Clank. I believe it was Ratchet and Clank, what was it? A Crack in Time? Yeah, Crack in Time. Where you actually get to sit up there and fire shit at your ship. I'd be all for it. So, I want to see some shit like that. I want to be able to have more of an expansion of the world. So I definitely do get the slight disappointments there, Marasa. So I definitely do understand it, because you feel like Destiny can definitely be a lot more, and I'm all for it. I'm definitely with you there. So I understand a little bit of the frustration there. But I will say this. My thoughts on Destiny is, for one, I'm going to be playing that expansion. I understand some of the, gripes that we definitely do have with it, but I'm definitely am going to be playing that expansion. I'm definitely going to be grabbing the Gjallarhorn. I don't like, again, I cannot stress this enough. I do not like that it is a pay to win weapon. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. But it's because it's the fucking Gjallarhorn is why I feel the need to. Now, luckily, it's not as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. I really thought it was gonna be somewhere around $35, $40 to get the 30th anniversary. So the fact that it's dead ass $25 for you to sit up there and grab, I'm not too mad about it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll go ahead and leave that be. I'll go ahead and leave y'all to that. So, next I want to talk about is, of course, it's about time we can finally get off Destiny. I know it's been a bit long. We have spent a full 30 minutes, not 49 minutes, but a good full 30, 20 minutes talking about Destiny. And we can now actually transfer over to some new stuff. So, I want to talk about wrestling. For anybody that has not been paying attention to wrestling, I need to show y'all this real quick. I know I'm really not supposed to, because I don't know if there's any potential copyright. In fact, you know what? I won't. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get in trouble with any copyright or DMCA kind of thing, because I know this kind of wrestling company here doesn't want you doing it. But you can see by the thumbnail, CM Punk is finally back in professional wrestling. Now, for people that don't know who CM Punk is and what he's all about, I'm only going to be able to sum it up in a few words. CM Punk is a relatable kind of wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Where one day his WWE contract was about to expire. It's about to expire in 2011. So what WWE did for him was he sat up there and picked up a microphone and basically said whatever he wanted to say out of his own mind. He didn't give a fuck, since he knew he was about to get released. He basically dropped the most scathing pipe bomb that you could drop, not only on national TV, but towards the company that he was about to no longer work for. So I'm sure I'm allowed to show this, right? If so, let's get right to it. Let's see what he had to say. And it was since this promo that he became such a lovable figure. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as I show this to you.
And that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass.
After that, his mic got cut off. The rest is history. He could not say what else he wanted to say because they cut his mic off because they felt like he was doing too much. I'm sure you guys get the gist of it, right? I'm sure you guys know why he's relatable at this point, because he's been at that company from that point in time. He's been at that company since 2006, so that's like at least 5, 6 years, 7 years. He's been at that company for a while. And I'm sure y'all understand how it feels when you bust your ass off, you get up in the morning, you go to work, you bust your ass off, and you're barely getting the rewards that you think you personally should deserve, especially after being with said company or being with said job for so many years, where you're tired of the bullshit and you're tired of everything that has been done to you. That's part of why he's relatable. So I'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Since that whole situation happened, he did win a WWE Championship at Money in Bank in 2011, but he quote-unquote quit. Now, what WWE did a couple weeks after was they had a little tournament to determine who would be the WWE Champion. At first, Rey Mysterio won it, but then they switched it up and had it so that John Cena won it. When John Cena won that title, CM Punk actually came back, and he came back with the original WWE Championship at the time. CM Punk basically held the WWE Championship for over 300 days. I think it was 400-day reign or some shit like that, until he finally lost it to The Rock. When he lost it to The Rock, they that promo he had when he was talking about John Cena versus The Rock, that happened on that exact year. When CM Punk lost the title, it was the year after, so 2012. They basically did it back-to-back when nobody asked them to do back-to-back. They thought it was going to be once in a lifetime. Instead, they decided to say, no, let's try again with John Cena versus The Rock. And, of course, that did not go as well. So, 2014... CM Punk decided to finally leave the company right after what happened to him at the Royal Rumble, where he was eliminated by Kane at that point. He was chokeslammed through a table. And, of course, we had his final entrance on Monday Night Raw, and he was not seen again for 7 years. Keep that in mind. He wasn't seen for 7 years after all of this shit that he has been trying to do. To try to get the people on his side, to try to become a top star in the company. He left in 2014, and everybody has been asking for him to come back year after year after year after year after year. And, of course, it finally came ahead last week when he finally decided to come back to professional wrestling. So he decided to go back to AEW. Now, I would reveal the promo that he cut from that point, but I don't want to catch shit from AEW because I know right now they're taking down content creators that show off all of the shit that they got to say. So I'm going to go ahead and link you guys what he said right here so you guys can listen to what he had to say. So I'm not going to sit up there and do it, but you guys can get a good gist of it. I will say this, apparently WWE, after that whole situation where he left the company, they officially decided to fire him in 2014 when he was having his wedding. Keep that in mind. Y'all know how fucked up that is? How do you fire somebody on their wedding day? Their wedding day. They fired him on his wedding day. His wife decided to leave the company a year after. So they've been living a good life away from WWE. One other thing, apparently CM Punk sued the WWE for a staph infection that was on his back. So that showed you how much they really did not care about him, because he could have died. That man could have died. But WWE would have been like, nah, I don't care. I want you to sit up here, go out there and wrestle. They didn't care about the man's well-being or nothing. From that point, they didn't care about the man's well-being. He wouldn't even be here. Had a staph infection in his back. So then that whole situation happened. He goes on Colt Cabana's podcast. He vents about everything that happened with him in WWE. If you guys want to hear more about that, I don't mind sending a link to you. If you guys are interested to hear more about that, I have no problem with that. That happened. And then, of course, not long after that, he sues his friend, Colt Cabana. Him and Colt Cabana actually have a falling out. And, of course, that whole situation, that was settled between him and Colt Cabana. I believe that they went, they decided to close that whole thing off. They didn't care about having to get no more money out of each other. Now, mind you, I'm going to go ahead and set this up right here for you. I did mention I was going to talk about Colt Cabana. And I just did with him and CM Punk suing one another, going to court with one another. Colt Cabana right now is in AEW. So, hopefully him and CM Punk have straightened out everything that happened with one another. I think they have. So, they're probably just in it for the money, which they should be. You want to make money. You want to be in a business such as this for a long time. So, to see that they're on good terms, at least on a business level, is good enough. They don't have to be friends anymore, but to understand that you're there to make money, that's good enough. Since that whole incident with WWE, with CM Punk, it's good to see that he's actually back in wrestling. And you already know, having to see him come back in wrestling, the crowd absolutely exploded. Now, from where I was when I saw this reveal happen, I was out with my cousin at a bar. Well, not at a bar. I was out with him at a little place called Miller's, where they have a bar in there, but you're really supposed to sit down, eat and chat it up with people. So to see that he came back while I was over there chilling out and eating, that was pretty fucking insane. Now, that wasn't the only thing that happened that week. This happened this week with WWE, where two superstars, two very, very critical superstars for that company came back. Now, Becky Lynch, who's been probably the most popular women's wrestler probably in the last couple years, she finally came back to wrestling. She finally came back to WWE. Now, for anyone that does not know what happened with Becky Lynch, she finally had her baby. Her and Seth Rollins, they're together. They had a baby. She decided to be a mom for a bit. She came back to wrestling that night 2 days ago, and that's very, very fucking cool to see that she's back. She practically just upgraded the women's wrestling status, which they needed, because for me personally, women's wrestling has not been all the same without her. So I can't wait to see what's going to be going on with Becky Lynch now that she's back. And not only that, she's actually the women's champion now. As you can see, she's holding the belt through the thumbnail. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, she won the women's championship off of Bianca Belair. So I will see what's going to go down with her on Friday, on SmackDown. Next, that's not the only return. This is another return that happened. Brock Lesnar. You saw that CM Punk just name dropped Brock Lesnar back in 2011 because he didn't return at that point. Brock Lesnar has now came back to the WWE. Now, I don't know why they haven't showed it. There you go. They showed it right there on the thumbnail, where he has officially came back to WWE, and he's going to be gunning for Roman Reigns. This is going to be very interesting with the whole storyline between him, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman. Now, for people that don't know, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, they have been best friends, downright family with one another for years. Paul Heyman introduced Brock Lesnar into the WWE in 2002. Since then, he's been his manager, his advocate, to say the least. 2011, 2012, when he decided, I think it was 2011, 2012, maybe 2013, when he decided to come back, Paul Heyman decided to be with him and be his advocate. What happened, I believe, which was 2019, 2020, he decided to take some time off the company, and Paul Heyman had nowhere to go, so he decided to hook up with Roman Reigns, and now this happens where Brock Lesnar is back. You already know when Brock Lesnar came back, Paul Heyman shot himself, because he doesn't know what to do. Does he side with the advocate that he has been with, or does he continue to be the guy that's with Roman Reigns? I don't know. I mean, that's going to be interesting to find out on Friday as well. But at the end of the day, you guys know where I'm getting with all of this. All of these returns that have happened that weekend, this weekend, wrestling fans won. I didn't think I have to say this, but this is honestly a good time for you to really sit down and be a wrestling fan and look up some history on some of these wrestlers, because these wrestlers are a very big deal right now in the world of wrestling. CM Punk has been a big deal since he cut that pipe bomb that I just showed you. Brock Lesnar has been a big deal since he came back around 2012, 2013. Becky Lynch has been a big deal since she decided to go off and become the man and become the, that's her moniker, is the man, that's her little gimmick that she's going off of. She's been a big deal since 2017, maybe 2018. this is a good time to be a wrestling fan. That's all I pretty much have to say. I don't know what else I can really tell you, but now's a good time to really get invested into it. So if there's any thoughts, if there's anything you guys have to point out with what goes to any of these wrestling returns before I go on to the next topic, feel free to go ahead and point it out, guys, because I can't wait for Thursday. If you guys don't know, again, Thursday I do wrestling nights with my man Kester, and we pretty much showcase these kind of wrestling events. We do these kind of wrestling events there. So I can't wait to look at more of what's next with wrestling. What's next that we get to look forward to. So that's going to be very, very fun, very, very intriguing. Next. I know I'm supposed to get to this next when it goes to networking. How do wrestling fans win? Wrestling fans win because these wrestling people are back. These are people that they really did care about. That's what I meant when I said wrestling fans win. Now, let me put it like this, Choco. CM Punk was not seen in wrestling for 7 years. Was not seen in wrestling for 7 years. When he came back, that practically told wrestling fans that, yo, if you guys want to see CM Punk again, you guys can see him in AEW Wrestling, which tunes in on Wednesday night on TNT. WWE responded to that. They tried to respond to that by bringing back Becky Lynch and bringing back Brock Lesnar. That is why I said wrestling fans won. Because you're basically right now going to have the WWE and you're going to have AEW, two companies that are basically going to be competing with one another to get your attention. So here's the deal. WWE has not had any competition like this in a very long time. They have not had competition like this since WCW, which was back in 2000 or 99. We are now in the year 2021, and Vince McMahon finally has to find something to care about. He finally has to low-key look over his shoulder when it goes to wrestling product. Now, I will say this. When it goes to money, WWE is not in any form of trouble whatsoever. They've made so much money, it's not even funny. Hell, Peacock owns the WWE Network. They're fine. WWE's not going anywhere financially. But when you look at the quality of wrestling that can potentially be put out, AEW fired their first shot. AEW fired their first shot, and they said, yo, we got the main man back here. We got CM Punk here. That is why I said they won. And keep in mind, this is not the end yet, because WWE released a lot of key wrestlers that a lot of fans feel like they wish they should have kept. Remember Bray Wyatt? Remember The Fiend? Remember this dude? Remember Bray Wyatt? That dude right here on the thumbnail on the left, he got released. He got released in WWE because of budget cuts. Bray Wyatt, for any of you guys that don't watch wrestling, I'm going to let y'all know right now. He was the closest thing the WWE has now after The Undertaker retired. He was the closest thing that they have going for them as the next Undertaker. With the mystique about him, the promos about him, the horror factor when it goes to, does he strike fear in wrestlers? Does he strike fear in fans? That was the closest thing they got, and they let him go. Bray Wyatt was selling the most merch in the company. He was making money for the company, and they let him go. It would not surprise me if Bray Wyatt goes right over to AEW just to spite WWE, which again goes to my point, WWE is going to start looking over their shoulder. So that is why I said, Choco, WWE wrestling fans won. Because they're going to see the wrestlers that they felt like shouldn't have been let go of. They're going to see them in other companies, and then WWE is going to have to take notice and step their game up. Because if they don't step their game up, AEW is practically going to be topping them when it goes to wrestling sales, when it goes to them as a company. Now, WWE is not going. Like I said, WWE is not going anywhere as a when it goes to money. They made too much money. They're not going to fold. They're not going to go anywhere. But when it goes to the wrestling product put on display, AEW would pretty much take over. Now, do any of you guys got some things you want to share with all this? Because if so, I'll gladly let you guys go on ahead, share your thoughts, share anything you guys have to say before I talk about the next topic, and that's when it goes to networking as a streamer and as a viewer, and I can't wait to get into that. So yeah, let me see if I can look this. Well, I don't have to look it up entirely. It's just gonna come off the top of my head for what I want to talk about with this is when it goes to networking. I'm gonna go on these websites real quick, so that way I'll know exactly what you mean. Now, I want to know your thoughts on this next one. This one's gonna get interesting. I want to know your thoughts on this next one. Right. So, I want to ask you guys something real quick. As viewers, or maybe even as a streamer. Maybe you guys can relate. Maybe you guys can, have your own thoughts with this. Our next topic is going to be about streaming. But it's going to be about networking as streamers. So, for anyone that doesn't know what networking particularly is when it goes to streaming, I'm going to put it like this. Networking is when you're a content creator, right? But then you find another content creator that makes either similar content or does downright the same content as you do. So you find that content creator, and of course you want to go ahead and you want to do collaborations with them. You want to go ahead and support their work. To put it simply like this, how would you personally go about networking? Or even as a viewer, you could do your own form of networking where you may find something that you like from a streamer. And of course, you want to go ahead and, you see it from another stream, be like, oh, yo, I want y'all two to, do some collaborating with one another. I want you two to, check out one another's work. That is a form of networking that, we want to look at. That is the form of networking we do. Now, here's the thing with me. How do you make it easy? That's the biggest question, because we know what networking, it kind of varies from person to person. I guess I could start with myself first, if you guys want. I guess the way how I put it like this. How networking varies with me is where I look at specific people, and I see them, of course, for their commentary. I see them, of course, for their content. I see how cool they are. I even see it for a game, no less. So, right now, for an example, I'm gonna take a look at let's take a look at Raph for an example. He's playing Gen U, so let's go ahead and go to him. He's playing Monster Hunter Gen U.
Prowler mode a number of 4 times, I guess.
If you guys want to see him, feel free.
If I were to
you guys can check him, follow him, check him out. He does great Monster Hunter content.
Prowler mode.
So there's the link for
I
him.
should see. For shizzle, fro shizzle. So it tracks the,
I
you know,
guess
the previous.
for me, what I like about Roth right now, as a streamer, is how chill and how cool of a streamer he really is, and he just wants to play the game, relax, chill out. You know, those are the kind of streamers I don't mind having to really sit down and just, you know, watch and see what they do. And part of it for me is also kind of the game they're playing, in a way. Now, I don't know if you guys feel that same way, but for me, it's in part of the game they're playing. For me, I love having to see Monster Hunter content creators. So, like, okay, cool. You know, I see this guy playing Monster Hunter. Let me go and check him out. Let me see how he's doing. And, of course, if it ever comes to mind where I want to network and I want to talk with him, you know, I don't mind having to put down the channel and say, yo, can we do some collabs? Can we, you know, vibe? Can we chill for a bit? I don't really mind having to sit down and having to, you know, do it. I feel like for me, it's hard to explain networking because I feel like in a way it comes naturally. It can come naturally. It can come, like I said, it comes in various forms. We have Leia right here, BX Leia right here. He was here earlier actually. So we got this dude playing Dead by Daylight. Now I don't usually look at Dead by Daylight, but I will say this: what I love having to look at with him is he's pretty cool as a commentator. I love having to hear, you know, the funny jokes he got to explain. I love having to see the advice and see everything that he gives to his viewers. You know, it's a pretty cool, very fun vibe to be around. You know, I feel like for me that's what starts first. You know, like how it has been with you guys. You know, you guys met with me because, you know, you love the vibe I give you guys. You love the content I bring out to you guys, and that's essentially the same how I feel with some of these content creators I come with.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
And for me, if I love them to a point where I want to go ahead and make some content with them, I don't mind having to reach out and be like, yo, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and make this work. Let's go ahead and plan this. Let's go ahead and talk about this. You know, having these kind of things for me is what, in a way, can help make it just a bit more easy. Now, for you guys, how do you consider networking easy? Now, I can only put it into as many words as I can, but maybe you guys can explain it better than I can. But for me, that's essentially how I can take it. Ooh, space fighting. I want to see what this is. I have not seen a game like this before. Yeah. Well, I have, but not like this.
Game is
like
very fucking old, and it has, let's call them dog shit fucking controls. He said he did not like the dog fighting very much, the space combat.
That 20 frame rate per second.
But also he made the foolish decision just to play with the two female characters.
I know, very interesting
the new
game
female
here.
characters.
That's what that is? That's Star Fox?
The weakest ships possible. They have like 6 shields, whereas this one is at 8. I think Pippi's ship even has 10 shield orbs at the bottom.
Oh, that
there.
is Star Fox.
He sort of didn't do this pretty good. It was fun to watch though, and I do like his stream, so you should.
I have never seen that before, and I gotta tell you, that is very interesting. But yeah, Choco, if you're interested, here's Silas. If you love having to check out some games like that, but you guys get my point. It was originally canceled in '95, and the official released on the SNES Mini. Wow, okay. But yeah, you guys see how it is. I mean,
I tried streaming on Friday, and then it did not work at all.
Oh yeah, this is the game.
No.
Wow. But yeah, as you guys can see, for me, that's how, I guess, that's the best way I can really explain how networking is, particularly with me, particularly with everyone else. That's how it can all go. You know, you find something you really like from a creator, you vibe with them, you chill with them, And you know, if you may want to make content with them, you may want to, you know, be with them, you know, you may want to stick around with them. That for me is how it can really go. That was the Walker form of an R-Wing. The Walker from form in Star Fox Zero is a throwback to that initially scrapped feature. Oh, okay, nice. I had no idea. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing a terrible job explaining this. I can't really put it into good words, but you're pretty much getting the gist of it. Networking is not easy in some cases, more often than not, but I feel like it's like this. If you really want to find a fun way to network with people, honestly, this is how I can put it with networking with people. Sit down, check out these content creators, and like really like see if they're people that you really like, that you really want to, you know, enjoy. You know, I'm seeing more retro. I'm seeing this from my man VF Baller right here, who had the podcast recently with Preacher Valor. He's playing NBA Live 06, one of my favorite basketball games, and I don't play many basketball games, but I think personally, networking is great. You know, it's great to do, but for some people, it's not easy to pull off, if that makes any sense. But find what you love in these content creators, and trust me, for you as a viewer, don't be afraid to promote them out to other content creators, because you know that's a form of networking right there. Either through you as a viewer, for you guys to, you know, I would be happy. I would be very happy if you guys sat up there and you guys was like, yo, I want you to check this dude out. This dude puts out very good Monster Hunter content, or this guy puts out very good Destiny content, or this guy puts out great retro content, or this guy puts out great sports content. That of itself is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? That of itself is great for me. And I would do the same for you. You know? That's how networking in a world of streaming can really succeed and can really thrive and be a thing, is to see some shit like that. You said Star Fox Commands plays how Star Fox 2 plays, to one-to-one with its gameplays aside from different controls. Whew, my goodness, I don't like that. I don't like Star Fox as the person that actually owns every Star Fox game. Oh my god. Choco, I'm very happy to actually catch that for you, to where you're able to see that. You know, see that right there. I just networked right there where Choco wants to. She might want to go back and check out Silas now. And never mind, as I say it, she's already on. She already on it for Silas. And I'm so happy for her. You know, she finally gets to see some games like that. But yeah, for you guys, that's how networking can go. You know, you promote out to other streamers. And, you know, you promote out streamers, you promote out other stuff like this, and you, yeah. You know, if other streamers enjoy, then yeah, they might want to network, they might want to, you know, see what kind of content they got planned. And, from what I'm seeing right here, that says that's Putt Saves the Zoo. That's the one I'm looking at here. That's from Gummy Brain Rot right now. I'll go ahead and promote her out. And there you go. She's playing that one too. But you guys see what I mean. I'm happy. You know, I'm happy for you, Choco, that I just helped you find 2 new streamers that you may like. So yeah, if you guys can, don't ever be afraid to promote some content to me. Don't ever be afraid to sit up there and be like, yo, Pooh, I want you to check this guy out. I want you to check this such and such out. I don't care if it's retro. I don't care if it's sports. I don't care if it's shooters. I don't care if it's horror. I will check them out. I will even though I don't like horror games, I will sit down and I will check them out. You know, that form of networking goes so far. And I hope for you as new streamers starting out, you sit down and you take the time to yeah. Oh, Ducky, you love this game too. Well, Ducky, I have the streamer right here for you if you want to check him out. If you want to check her out, there you go. There's Gummy for you. But as you can see, networking already working at its finest. We got ourselves, we're doing the lightning round podcast, and I'm already doing some networking for you guys. So, yeah, Choco, Ducky, please check out Gummy. She's actually just became an affiliate, so she's very, very cool. I love having a chat with Gummy whenever I have time. And it's a shame it's not as much time, but I love having to chat it up with Gummy. She's very, very amazing. Yeah, pretty much. I hope I helped you guys today with 2 new streamers. You get the vibe with Silas, who's playing Star Fox 2. There's that, and you get the vibe with Gummy, who's playing the Putt Save the Zoo game that you guys like to see. But yeah, that for me is how networking is done: is finding some streamers, putting them on for you. And if you guys can do the same for me, that would be phenomenal. I would absolutely be so grateful if you guys can find some streamers for me that I may like as well. I like all facets of, I try my best to like all facets of games. That's how I met Bozosuki. Bozosuki, the guy that's been coming around and that's been dropping gems and shit all over the place. I met him just off of Destiny. And it just happens to click. We click. It works like that. So, there you go. That's all I can really say. I want to get to the next thing. I want to get to the next topic. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Networking, for me, it's easy if you can find the right people that plays the right games for you, that has the right content, that has the right vocals, that has the right everything that you want to see them, have. All right. So, in that case, by the way, before I go on ahead, guys, please let them know that Pooh sent you. Please let them know that Pooh sent you. It will help me out as well, because that would have them want to network with me as well. So if you guys can, please let them know, yo, Pooh sent me here. Pooh showed your stream. I love this game. I love that game. Please let those streamers know, whether it be Gummy, whether it be Silas. If you can, please let them know. Alright, so next on the content that I want to go ahead and talk about here is this. And this is the last thing I want to go ahead and reveal here before we go ahead and end stream. This is when it goes to money. So, for you guys that don't know, next month I am on personal probation because besides me getting Ducky Momo Iceborne, I will be on personal probation because I will not be sitting up there and spending any money on anything. I don't care what it is. Now, unless if it's something that I need, that's when I will spend it. But after that, I will not be spending on anything because of I've spent way too much money. Now, I want to do the best I can to save up some money to get the things I do want and the things I do need in life. So, I want to ask you guys this. If you guys have dealt with any form of money trouble or in the brink of dealing with money trouble, what I want to ask you guys is, how do you personally go through saving up your money? That's my question to you. I'm going to go ahead and put that on mute and put that on mute too. Okay, if I have. Okay, cool. I have. But yeah, pretty much that's my question for you guys is, how do you go about saving up your money? How do you go about, how do you go about that? By any chance? Because Elphys and I are always so poor, so we're always trying to save our money. Yeah, and it definitely does, hurt and get like that. When you're poor, you feel like that's the only way you have left is to just save it all up as best you can. We just don't spend or use loads of coupons for a discount. Yeah, I definitely do get that. I definitely do understand that feeling where you don't have a lot of money on you, so the least you can do now is like, oh shit, I just have no choice, let me just save it all up. If there's something that I really want, there's something that I really need, I need to save it all up. So I definitely do understand that feeling there where you're poor, you don't have a lot to work with, you basically have no choice, you have to save. You just don't spend or use those coupons. Yeah, I know, Choco. I know. I understand, Choco. It's just that the check that he got from the stimulus check, that really did help him out even just a little bit. But yeah, for situations like that, it's like any form of money you get, you have to do the best you can to hold on tight with it, and it's very, very hard. It's very difficult to do. Now, on that case, you are practically ingrained in you to sit up there and just save it up. That's it. That's all in your mind. That's all you can do, is practically have it ingrained in your mind to save up that money. Ducky, what about you? Marasa, what about you? How do you two go about saving up your money? If it's by any chance, she wishes to explain. If not, that's all fine. But yeah, I'm curious if she would explain how would she go about it. Because I know right now Ducky, I don't know if this is okay to reveal, but Ducky right now she's getting close. She's actually getting a new job at the moment. But when she was at her old job, she used to have a good bit of money on her. But I'm curious to how would she go about it. For me, I'm gonna say this: the way how I would go about it is, I would sit up there, whether it's my credit card, whether it's my debit card, I will only spend a little bit at a time, and I would do the best I can. I would do the best I can to limit my spending, especially if it's something that I really want. Where I'm like, okay, say for example, we got Battlefield 2042 coming out. I have to legit not spend anything just so I want that game. And the same can be said, of course, now for the Destiny expansion. I want to save up so I can get the Destiny expansion. So I'm like, alright, just what I'm going to have to do. I have to basically either split what money I got on me between my debit and my credit card. Or in some cases, I will have to sit up there and in some cases I will have to sit up there and just not spending at all. But basically right now, when it goes to saving money, I do my best work, such as I take a month or two off of not spending anything. I don't want to spend anything besides memberships and stuff like that. That's going to get spent anyway. But besides that, I do my best possible thing, and that's just not, just don't do it. Just don't do it. If I can, I would definitely help people out, such as Ducky. I'm trying to help her out get Iceborne, so we can play with her. We can play some Monster Hunter Iceborne with her, and we can, chill out with her, help her out with the game, help her out with Monster Hunter and everything like that. But besides that, that's the least that I feel like I can do, to save money. And, either whether it's from helping me or from helping someone else, that's the only option I got. Back then, I was just about the same as Bao and Choco is, where, I didn't have much money coming to me. So any money I had, I treasured it, and I saved it all up. But now I still do that in a way. I still kind of do that. But now, since I have the money, I want to do the best I can to retain it and keep it. So hopefully now that helps make a little bit of sense for anybody that wants to sit up there and save up some money, save up some things that you guys can do, to help yourself out. So I'm happy I did this podcast episode with all of you guys. Thank you all so much. Ducky, I'll wait and see if Ducky has any responses when it goes to saving up any money, If not, that's fine. I will go ahead and go right to the schedule, which is right now. I'm not going to end yet because I want to hear what Ducky had to say, if she has any responses. But this is the schedule for throughout the rest of this week. Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be playing more Monster Hunter World Iceborne. This time it will be on the PC version of the game. To update you, Choco, I just beat Base World, so I am now officially on Iceborne. So, yeah, there's that for you. I'm officially on Iceborne. The first chance I get with Ducky, whenever we play Monster Hunter, I will help her the best I can get up to Iceborne as well. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing Wrestling Night in Kevster server. Friday at 8:30, I come back with more Yakuza 0. I cannot wait to continue on Yakuza 0 and kick that guy's ass, kick that kid's ass, talking about, well, he want to race, or we going to have this race. Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, Sunday's going to be interesting. Sunday at 1 p.m., yes, I will still be doing the IFL games, but also on Sunday, I will be doing some Destiny raids. So, me, Preacher of Valor, the Boss Lady, and some other people, we will be doing the raids. I will likely stream that raid, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to sit up here and do the raid. So that's gonna be interesting. Ducky, I don't know if you're still here. If you are still here, please let me know. I'm about to transition over to the ending soon screen. I'm not gonna end it quite yet. Alright, Ducky, what I wanted to know is how do you go about saving up your money? That was the topic I had in mind. And I understand you were dealing with IRL family stuff. My apologies with that one. But yeah, what I wanted to ask you is how do you go about saving up your money? You know, because that was the topic at hand. We were talking about saving things, you know, saving up money, saving up for whenever we need something, whether we want something. That was what I wanted to know. And really, that's it. Yeah, yeah, your niece came in to show. Yeah, you said your niece. I'm here. Your niece came in to show you her new outfit she got for her birthday, and I know it's probably a damn cute outfit for her. I hope she really enjoys the outfit. I hope she's doing great, you know, with the outfit. But yeah, basically, Ducky, that's all I pretty much wanted to ask you, and that's how do you go about saving up your money? And that's basically it. What are ways that you do to save your money? Because I know you used to have a job up in New York. You know, now you're trying to get a job again, and I'm very, very happy for you. I'm so proud for you to have a job again. But, yeah, I'm going to leave that for you to where you'll, you know, how do you go about saving up your money? And that's it. For who I'm rating, I'm going to be rating Silas since, you know, Choco seems to be loving the fact that, Silas out here is playing Star Fox. So here's the deal. On Trovo, I will be rating Silas TV, because he is playing Star Fox. On Twitch, please, by all means, if you're going to go to Gummy. Nah, Ray Whoever. You're right, Ray Whoever, but at the same time, I still want to sit up there and, you know, make you happy, make everybody happy with all this. So, again, guys, please sit up there and show Gummy some love. Before we go ahead and leave, right after Ducky puts down her response and right after I respond to her response, I'm going to be rating these two guys. So that's it, these two great streamers. So that's for Gummy. And this is for Silas. Alright. I do have it ready. I'm just gonna wait and see what Ducky wants to is gonna say here. I'm gonna give her the time. As you can see, Gummy's she showcased on my art too, so she's definitely great. She's a good artist. You said you have your bank account automatically put away $100 a week if I have it in the checking. Oh, okay, nice. You know, I'm definitely happy for that. You know, $100 a week. Put that shit away. Put that shit right into checking. You know, save it up as much as you possibly can. That's definitely a good plan, especially for you. You know, you have a job. You're trying to do the best you can to provide not only for yourself, but you know, provide for your family. So I'm very, very happy for you that you know you're able to do something like that. You know, that's always great. But yeah, till then, guys, we're gonna be rating Silas TV. Do me a favor. We're gonna be rating. Okay, you said so. Once I start making money, it will put it away for me. Oh, nice. So you don't even have to go ahead and do it. You don't even have to get it out. You don't even have to get it out. Get it out the check. You just straight up. They straight up put that in there. So that's pretty damn nice. That's pretty damn nice. I absolutely love that, you know, Ducky. Again, keep up the phenomenal work. I know you're doing the best you can to provide. I can't wait for more updates that you give with your job situation. I love you. Thank you so much, Ducky, for coming. Thank you so much, Choco, for coming. Thank you so much to Marasa for coming. Thank you so much, Phantom, for coming. Thank you so much, Demonic. Yeah, Demonic. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Lightning Round, episode 14. I love how coming to hang out. Well, we love the fact that you love coming to hang out, and the same can be said for, you know, everybody that came here today. Thank you guys so much. Do me a favor real quick, guys, before I go ahead and send you over to raid these people. I want you to do me a favor. Put down Phantom Raid when you go and check out Put down Phantom Raid when you go and check out Gummy, and when you go and check out Silas, please, on their respective platforms. Silas is on Trovo, Gummy is on Twitch. So, again, if you guys have not gotten a link for Gummy, it's up at the top. Please just scroll up a little bit. You'll be able to see it. Put down Phantom Raid for when I go ahead and raid Silas and Gummy. So, till then, every second, every minute, and every hour you guys spend with me is every second, every minute, every hour I'm blessed and thankful for. Please wear a mask. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself cool, you know, with the people. Don't be a dickhead to your fellow people. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Peace. Have a good day.